Hi, welcome back. Today I've got the forge going there. I've forged out a bunch of horseshoes, made chicken bodies out of them. I'm out of any cutting discs, and my order's not showed up yet, so usually figures. But today I'm going to try to make some punches. I've been beating on one or two right there to start with. I'm going to make a couple of smaller hammers. This is 4140 3/4 hex bar right there, and I'm going to make a couple of punches there so I can make a little hammer out of it. And I'll probably make a little like a textured hammer, jeweler's type hammer or something like that, just and go from there with it. But that's what I got on plan today. I don't plan on doing it all day, but anyway, I'll come in and out periodically. I'm bringing you up to date on it as I go. I've got coil spring that's straightened out in the forge right now. I think I've got 5 in there. So I need to make some more punches. I'm going to try to make a fisheye punch and everything like that that's tapered up all the way in case I want to make a hammer handle head out of it, you know, where I can drive it in for a smaller one. And if I can find I've got a piece of 4140 or 1045 jackhammer steel. If I can find it, I'm going to make me a new hammer eye drift. The other one, there's nothing wrong with it, it's just short. And I thought I could hold on to it with a pair of tongs when I was doing that. Finally, turns out I can't. I should have left it attached to the bar and then cut it off on up. But that's hindsight, so I ain't made enough hammers. Like I said, this mild steel right here is my number 5. So anyway, get on this and start punching them out, or beating on the punches. So I'll come back when I get close. That won't work. Doggone. First time I ever had a handle slip off. Well, to be honest on that one, it hasn't been used in a long time. It was pretty dry. I think I'm going to do one more punch. That grounding, I need that grounding done. And call it a day for hammering. My back's killing me. Whew. Lord have mercy. Why did you do that? That's why. I have glue in it. Alright, that works it down. Split it on out of here. Alright, I'll come back when I get them 2 punches fixed and ready to go. Good morning and welcome back. This is day 2 or morning of the next day of chisels and punches being made. So I left off yesterday saying I was only going to do one or two more, and then go, because my back was hurting me. It's killing me. So anyway, it didn't work out that way. I thought, well, I only like one or two more, so might as well go ahead and finish them up. So I didn't turn on the camera, anything. So this morning I've been out here grinding a little bit. So grinding's boring when it's just just knocking the scale off and doing everything else. Of course, now a couple of these wasn't forged to the absolute closest, but they got pretty good there. And so I've got a few to put in the heat treatment. Still got one in there that I got to do a little more forging on. I found it. I forged on it a while back, and I just happened to find it. So I thought, well, okay, I'll fix that one. I'll do it. So right here's the little oval punch that I was going to do. Kind of a little fish eye, or not a fish eye, but close like that. Here's the square punch. And yeah, so I got that one up. Here's a ball-in punch. This one was fairly simple. It probably took the longest to make. No, I'm just kidding. It didn't take that long. And then here's my round punch, long tapered punch, everything like that. Instead of making the taper really small, I can start with like 1/4 inch or a little bit under, and punch holes and drift them to a certain size, and then I can run a drift through there, which I've got to make later on. Here's the little hammer eye punch, little square one right there, or a square punch, or a rectangular punch, whatever. And here's a fuller, just a little bladed flat fuller, and ground I've left the scale on. Now over here, I don't know if I told you. Well, I can't remember. But anyway, I did get some Parks 50 or some fast quench it oil, which is, I think I said, 11 seconds. It's like Parks 50 and everything. It's come from McMaster Car. So, and they've got a distributing center or a warehouse around Atlanta. So I ordered it about 9:30 of a night, and it was here the next morning by 11:30. So they got it to me quick, and shipping wasn't bad. $15. I figured shipping would be $100 on a 5-gallon bucket full of quenching oil, but it wasn't. It was just $14 or $15, $14.58 or something like that with UPS. Now I've taken, since I made my tank, everything like that, I took a page from Jason Knight. Instead of heating a piece of steel and dropping it down putting it down in his oil to cook the oil to warm it up, it says it gets undue more cycles you got to put this in or whatever like that. Breaks it down. Makes sense. It's in a steel tube. So he sets a torch on the tank and just heats it up. Starts heating it up. All you need to do is raise it up about 20 degrees above ambient, whatever this is. I think it's in the 50s this morning. So if I get it up about 65 or 70, it should be good to go, and or a little warmer. So anyway, I've got my torch setting on it while I've got, oh gum, where is it at? There it is. I got my torch setting on there, and I've got that one that I want to make a curve chisel with. I've got it in there heating up. I got to straighten it up, forge it a little bit, just kind of forge it up. Then I have a bearing that I have put in my vise right there. Well, I need a post vise bad, but anyway, don't have one in my pocket. So I'm going to use it as it was going to, well, I've got parts of it. It's hard to beat on. I was doing it before I put the ribbon burner in, so I ain't fooled with any 52-100 or whatever this steel is. Using bearings is usually 52-100. Don't mean that it is, but to me it's a mystery. I just know what some bearings is made out of. It's like coil springs. I know some coil springs is made out of 5160. Who knows? So anyway, I've got that heating up right there. So the tank will get hot, it will heat, everything. You don't need to heat it all. As the heat will, the hot oil will come to the top, the bottom oil will go down there, and all I gotta do is dip them in with my tongs in so far, and then I'm done with it. This will probably be a short long video or a long short one or something like that. Anyway, I like to yammer. So now, hopefully that's been in there long enough that I can make progress with it. Let me let me get set up here. Okay, that ought to be long enough. Okay, I think I can work with that. Yes, I fixed this yesterday, and no, it's not going to come off this time. Okay, I'll put this back in there, ready for the heat treat. Okay, there it is. Then check out, see what I can get with this. Yeah, buddy, I'd say that's it don't take long for it to heat up to that. So I'm gonna, I guess you could still see them smoking, everything. Yeah, they're smoking right there. So battery's about to die on this thing, so I'll change out the battery. I'm gonna put these in the toaster oven and leave them for a couple hours. I'll come back when I get them out. Okay, I've got them all down and coated them in linseed oil. I pulled them out and where they tempered for a couple hours, about 450, 460, and then I cleaned them back up on the grinder there a little bit and coated them all down. So got them laying here on the anvil. This is what I've done in the last couple of evenings or couple of days here and there with a lot of stuff mixed in with it. So here, oh, what was wrong with this thing? Right there on the anvil. Get around here. Don't block your view. And yeah, that's good. Zoom on in there. My stumps. Okay. Here is just a half or quarter round, 3/8 round chisel there, and here's a fuller, and there's kind of a rectangular punch for a hammer eye. There's a little cat eye like oval. Well, it's more cat eye shaped than anything there for another hammer eye. There's a square punch. There's a round punch, and then the ball fuller right there, a 1/2 inch ball fuller. And there's the tools that I had already made. I got to redo. I need to redo that one right there. That is my hot cut Hardy, and it's made out of mild steel with a bit put in it, which didn't weld. My other forge, the little one, wouldn't get hot enough to make it for me to forge weld. So I shouldn't have any problem with this one. And then next to it, right there, is a rivet set. You put it in a Hardy, and you set your tongs or whatever you want to in with the cut in. Then you can take your top tool there and bladder it over, and if you want to. Then there's just a chisel I made and a small ball fuller. So, and that one's this big tall one right there is 4140, and it's a hot cut chisel, and behind it is a bottom fuller right in behind it right there, and it works pretty good with the my straight peen right there. The peen's is about the same. So anyway, that's what I've been doing for the last couple of days, along with other things. So all you can do is just get out in your shop, do something, be safe, be sure, like, share, subscribe. Until next time, it's Bobby Shields saying, God bless.